What's up, guys? It's Crashy here, bringing you a live commentary on Ranked Execution on Library. We just loaded in. It's my team of 5 random people versus their fully squatted up team, and I have a pretty interesting topic for you guys today. Now, the main thing I want to talk about is a serious competitive playlist. Now, I just watched the epic dev stream that happened today. Today is the 11th. Oh, goodness, this is going to be hard to do. And, well, I watched the epic live stream. And one thing that I posted in the chat when they were taking questions was, can we get a competitive playlist? And whenever I say competitive playlist, the first thing that, Jim Brown kind of says is like another playlist. I thought you guys wanted to drop a playlist. Now, I tried to get my point across in the little bit of time that I had to, throw my question out in the chat, but I didn't really get there. And I had a couple people actually copying and pasting my question. I guess they liked it. There was about 4 or 5 people pasting the same question that I was asking. And the thing that I'm looking for is a playlist where we feel like playing has a lot of merit, and by that I mean like a league play. And I hate to say it exactly like that because that is directly from Call of Duty. If you've seen their system, they have the league play system. They have 2 playlists in there, and they are actual variant playlists that have their own special set of settings to be used because it is their competitive settings for the community. Now, we don't really have those settings just yet, but we are getting there with Hypestation and, a lot of people running their own tournaments and testing out settings and seeing what kind of swaps we're interested in. And once we get those settings, that can all be implemented. But for now, what if we had a 4v4 playlist, something to more or less mock a competitive setting, and in that, you had 2 different types of kind of an entrance to get in. What you do is, and this is almost directly taken from other games, but it's very viable and it's a very fun system, which is why I would like to see it implemented. What if we took, Gears of War Execution 4v4, because that's more or less the competitive setting, and we gave it ranks. And I originally had stated like other ranks that you see in other games where you have your standard, your bronze, your gold, your silver, your gold, your platinums, and then whatever else comes after that, because that's usually for the game to decide, or anything more or less in those settings or within that that confines of those rankings or those divisions. But what if we made it the gear style? What if you had bronze, but we have a bronze star with regular bronze star, nothing special. What if you got your silver star with the circle around it? Then you gain your golden star, with the like more of the solid gold ring around it. And then what if you're platinum, but we got our wings back from Gears of War? You know what I mean? What if we, we had that sense of when I play this playlist and I do well, I earn something for it. And like, do you know how many hours of Gears I would grind out to see a strong playlist like that come into play? I mean, right now I can get on, and at the end of this game, win or lose, there's not a whole lot for me. I mean, if I go 1-3, because that's what I'm doing right now, and I lose this game, nothing changes for me. My spot on the leaderboards, maybe will go up a little bit because I'm gaining some points. But what do I really earn? I don't earn anything. And so the reason for me to play ranked is just it's not really that high up. There's not a huge reason for me to run in and try to do as great as I can. There's no reason for me to get out of party chat and try to help out my teams to win this game. But I've seen how league play runs, and I'm starting to do a YouTube series and a live stream of it, and I really, really like it because I've always been a COD fan and I've always been a very good COD player. Now, I play League of Legends as well, and in the League of Legends community, you play your placement matches just like on COD, and after your placement matches are done, you're put into a specific division, somewhere that, you can clearly see where you're ranked at compared to other players. And that's so fun, whether it's high up or not, whether you're disappointed when you first get your placement matches done or not. It's so fun to be able to get into games, say 5-10 games in a row, and after those games, depending on your win and loss ratio, depending on your individual score, your kill-death ratio, kill-death assists, whatever you want to look at, based on how Epic is interested in doing it, what if that gave me a placing? And that placing, determines where I stand in that playlist, in that 4v4 playlist. So not only does it give the players an incentive to get in that playlist and try to do better and earn, a higher rating, but it's going to grow the community in a sense. And it'll also unite the casual players with the competitive players in a sense that they want to be a platinum player, or in this particular instance, a golden star player, or a player that has their wings. So we don't want to look at it as, you know, stealing a system, but more of adapting a system, an already working system, or more of, you know, adopting a new way of playing a game. Because that's what this is. Every game that you see now, every competitive game you see, it's got a new system, and they're all being built for competitive. And that's what I would love to see with Gears. I would love to see this game move into the competitive scene as the status quo, not because we have a competitive community. I would love to see this game grow and give players reason to grind out hours and hours of these ranked league matches, or these ranked, you know, coalition matches, or something like that. We can, you know, put the gear spin on it, make it fun. But believe me, when you get in these games and when you start competing as hard as you can, because you know it gives you something at the very end of the game, players are going to do it. And it's going to stand out, and I can guarantee that. Because I'm telling you right now, I have slowed down the number of hours that I put into Gears. But if I had something to play for, something other than just, you know, a small ranked number, that would be all I need. It would be awesome. And I don't know. That's more or less the topic of my post. Look at these guys chasing me. Oh, they have the spot grenades all over the place. But I think it's something that we definitely need to consider. I think the game is so very close to being right where we want it to be already. And I mean that in the sense of swaps. I mean that in the sense of balance. I'm really happy with everything Epic has done, and first of all, I want to say that this commentary goes out to members like Raczilla and the whole Epic team for being phenomenal developers. Like you've grown so far as a company, and you do so much for us in the current status of the game, and just continuing to put the game on is huge. You know, putting on these live streams that you do, talking with the community, getting in with us, the competitive community, you know, and being able to say, hey, we want this to happen. That tweet from Jim Brown that we saw about a competitive league series or a competitive setting, it was big, and I can tell you that all of us, as Gears fans, Gears players, competitive players, and casual players, appreciate that, because without the dev support, what do we have? We have nothing. I mean, without the dev support, we have nothing. So I mean, it's more or less my topic. I would love to see something like that happen. I'm not sure how hard it would be to actually implement into the game, or how worth it you guys at Epic think it would be, but I'm telling you, it would, you know, bring numbers. It would increase, you know, the fun of the game in a sense that we have something to play for, and that's what it's all about. You know, I don't want to just get on Gears and play because the game is awesome, and that's what I do now. But what if you could add to that? You know, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you say, hey, this guy has played X amount of games, and he's done so well, so he's, you know, he's now a gold player. And then you have like your platinum gears, or your platinum cog, or you know, whatever kind of ranks you think that the actual coalition military has, we give that to players because they earned it, because they're playing that well. Now, on side topic of that, if we all did, you know, decide to implement some kind of a system that way, it would have to be done, oh my goodness, it would have to be done correctly, and I just kind of want to talk about the ways I see it going on in other communities. Now, a big problem I have with the ranked in its current status is right now, hit the X button, you can take a look that my team is, you know, 2 guys partied up and the rest of us are all randoms, no communication going on, but the other team is a full partied up team. And that's really, you know, we're really facing adversity going against these guys. We're really having a hard time. You know, they're obviously going to be more coordinated. They're going to work together. And that could really come into play whenever you see something like ranked league status, you know, with a lot more merit in it. So what I pose for that is take examples from other games and have a solo and a team queue. now you have your competitive coalition playlist. I like the word coalition. I like the what the COG army stands for, and I would like to see it continue to go that way. So say we have our coalition playlists, or our COG COG army playlist, whatever you want to take it, and we have two settings in it. Like just like you have ranked and quick, what if we have not ranked and quick, but what if we have solo and team play? As where in the solo you can't join with anybody more than you can't join with more than one person in your party. But in the team play, it's the same way around. You can only join if you have a full squad of 4. Like, how would that affect the game? Not very rough. All it would do is add to the aspect of teamwork, working together, bringing four people together. What if I joined solo play and I really enjoyed my team? So you know what? I go look at the previous match, the previous match menu, and I send those guys a message, and they want to play, and we want to get our team rating up. So I pose that we have 2 ratings, one type of playlist, one competitive type playlist, but 2 ratings for team and solo. So me individually, I'm gonna earn myself, platinum gear, or platinum cog, or golden cog. But as a team, I get to set up a team. Get these 4 guys together, and then, we earn our rating from there. Or, if you want to simplify it so you don't have to worry about all the extra additional work, you just add your team play into your individual rank, because that seems like it would make sense as well. That seems like it would actually save developers a lot of trouble having to implement a system to add teams and add rosters inside the game and things like that. Which would be awesome if you could do it that way, because essentially our scrim system, our competitive settings would, be simplified to when we actually got all the settings correct. But for now, I'm just talking competitive settings in default setting. Competitive with default. And, cycle in the game types, cycle in domination and execution. It's a competitive setting. We need to see what works and what doesn't. We need to be able to take, this game type and make it great for this reason, and show what the best of the best players can really do when they're given this type of setting. And that's what I want to see. That's really what I want to see, is the best players going against other players of their own skill, because we've earned it, because because we're really trying to get to that point where that's what's more important, is my rank, not just where I stand in the leaderboard. Oh my god, I got stuck up right there. So, I think it would be awesome. I hope that people are going to agree with me. I hope, that I can eventually get this over to Rack and I can get this pushed out, but, I mean, you gotta hear it, guys. It's something that I think would work so much. It's something that I'm telling you, playing ranked on this game is awesome. But at the end of the game, I get some experience that goes to my Reup. And I would love to be able to be, post in my bio, put up on websites, post in the forums. Oh, like, what rating are you? Oh, I played my placement matches. I'm a platinum player. I'm a golden gear. Whatever you want to name it, I don't care. Give it to me. Work with us. I love the idea. I love the idea as soon as I saw it come into play in Call of Duty, and it was already implemented in the ranked League of Legends system. And as far as promotion, I need to talk about that. I haven't even brought that up. How do you promote between the divisions? In League of Legends, they have what I think is the best system for it. They have promotional games, essentially, where after X amount of games, you have to play, you just play your placement matches, you get to the top of the ladder, then you have to play a best of series. So say I get, I'm rank 1 in bronze or gold or silver or whatever it is, and now all I have to do is win a best of 3 series, and I have to do the best as a solo player or as a team to make that happen, because that's what this is all about. Oh, this is heated. This is the last round, 2-on-2. Got this one guy left. And we got him. So, I guess, going random guys versus a full party of 5 is not that bad. I hope you hear what I had to say. I think it's awesome. It gives the game a tournament setting, especially with that best of series. Whenever you're like, man, I'm at rank 1, I gotta win my best of 3 series. I think it would be an awesome choice. I think it's something we could really use in Gears, and I hope you hear me out. And remember, hashtag just put out, guys. Take it easy.